Keeping in touch with your customers is getting more and more important, but there's a plethora of different ways that you can do that, and heaps of different companies all trying to take your hard-earned money so that you'll use their software instead of somebody else's. So what is the best CRM for an e-commerce business? Well, in this video, I'm going to walk you through what I personally use for my own e-commerce business so that you can do the same. Now, if you like this kind of information where I'm sharing money-making information with you all about starting an e-commerce business right here in Australia, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. That way I will know that you want to see more like this, and also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel because we post brand new money-making information just like this each and every day. If you've got any questions or indeed comments, comment below and I'll answer them personally for you. With that being said, let's get into it. What is the best CRM system for your e-commerce business and why? So, first of all, CRM, customer relationship management. Okay, so it's important to just understand the difference between a CRM and, for instance, email software. Okay, because they tend to get confused, but they're very, very different things. So a CRM is something what Salesforce, for instance, you guys would have heard of Salesforce. Salesforce is a CRM, typically used by businesses that have got salespeople or have got a big requirement for tech support or some kind of support. Because in a CRM, there is a lot more data available to be input about a particular client, notes and things like that. So CRM, you may not need a CRM for your e-commerce business unless you're planning, for instance, to call your customers and chat with your customers and things like that, and make notes about your customers and what they're doing. And if your customers are in a particular sales cycle where you're wanting to keep touch with them. Okay, so just a distinction between the two. I, for instance, for Aussie online entrepreneurs, I use ActiveCampaign, and that is a CRM that's also very, very good at email marketing. So it's a kind of combined two things together. And the reason we use ActiveCampaign for AOE is because very, very often we'll talk to people who are either thinking about joining AOE or indeed have joined AOE. Any support that happens with our AOE members goes into here so that if we've got new people coming in, they can instantly see where that customer is at. Okay, and that's important for AOE. But it would not be important. It would, I think, be overkill for a regular e-commerce business such as an Amazon FBA business or an Amazon FBM business or a Shopify business, for instance. It's kind of overkill. I don't believe you'd need it. Okay, I don't believe you'd need it. So just that distinction to kind of set that up. So if it were me, and indeed it is me, because the new business we're setting up, the Oodle Food business, that will have email management software, email marketing software, whatever you call it, then what I look for when I am putting that together is primarily the ability for the email marketing software to play nicely with other software. Okay, because when you build these e-commerce businesses, what you tend to end up with is a little bit of a what's called a tech stack, which just means the software that you're using for your business, all the different kinds of software, tends to end up getting kind of duct taped together. That's very, very common. Okay, and so you want to have your software that you're using, your email marketing software, for instance, you want it to play nicely with lots of other sorts of software that are out there. So when you are putting together your own technology stack, your own tech that you're going to use in your business, that all talks to each other. It's not a pain in the arse for you. You want to automate as much as possible, okay, to free up your own time. So you want to look for that. That's the number one thing that I personally look for, is the software plays nicely with other softwares, and I can kind of integrate different things and duct tape things together, that kind of stuff, okay? That's number one. Number two is you want the software for email marketing to be able to segment your customers into different groups of people by behavior. So if they have done a certain thing, then your email marketing software will segment that person into a different audience for you to target, okay? Example of that. If you are selling on Amazon using FBM, none of this applies to FBA, by the way. I'll explain why in a second. If you're selling on Amazon by FBM and you have got and you're sending out your customers' stuff to them, and you get a serial refunder, somebody that has been sent a product and then has sent it back, sent a product, sent it back, etc., etc., something, you know, obvious like that. You want to be able to tag them as a serial refunder, so you perhaps decide not to sell to them anymore, okay? Because serial refunders, they're a pain in the arse. Just don't sell to them. Much, much better that way. So little things like that. Or if somebody buys all your stuff, like the second you launch a new product, they buy all your stuff, then that's a very, very highly engaged customer, and you want to look after them, give them extra things, treat them really well, that sort of thing, okay? So that's important from your email marketing software, that you're able to segment your customer base in that particular way. And then the other thing which I personally find really, really useful is the ability to split test my emails. I think most email marketing software now will do that, but it's certainly something you just want to check. You would be amazed at the difference a subject line in an email makes to email open rates and email click-through rates. So the number of people who open an email and then click on the links that are in the email to go and buy your stuff, the subject line is the number one determining factor of the success or failure of that. And so you want to be able to split test so that you can see which is best, okay? You can add hundreds of thousands of dollars to a business by just split testing email subject lines. That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. Over 2,500 members now and growing. We're the fastest growing e-commerce community right here in Australia with sales of over $50 million. If you'd like to find out more about what we do and come and join us, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link is in the description, and I will see you on the inside. Till then, bye.